Hello everybody, this is Artisan Loom here, and I'm going to bring you a tutorial from my awesome friend Craft Easy with Rainbow Loom Enthusiast. This is her Pico de Loro bracelet, and it is super awesome. Look at that. It's just a work of art. It's absolutely awesome. See that? Look at that. I love the charm. I don't have a charm like that, but I'm going to do my best to recreate this for you. It'd be awesome if you want to give her a follow. That'd be awesome too. This is her account, and she makes all the dolls as well, crochet and Loomagurumi dolls, and really neat. Makes the most amazing renditions. Look at that one. How awesome is that? That's my design. That is really neat. Anyhow, not to get off on a tangent here, I'm going to do this this one, but this is her account, so be sure to give her a follow. Okay. So, this is a 9-pin bar design. This is a big one. A cuff design. Okay, and it's going to be set up like this. Your first and second, 8th and 9th is going to be at the same height. Then you're just going to come down 1, 2, 3 till you hit the center point. Okay, point, go up 2, and then over 2. Okay, and it's going to be a total full 2 loom lengths long. And yeah, so go ahead, use every available extender. I don't know how tight this design is. This is the first time I'm actually doing it along with you. So, but every extender that you have, whether it be a 6-pin bar or these three pin extenders, use every one that you have just so that it is nice and sturdy and isn't going to come popping off. Okay, so I will be right back. Pick out my colors. I believe I'm going to pick out 5 colors, and then we will get started. Okay, so I've picked my colors, and let me go ahead and show you on her picture what we're going to be working on first. There's 2 borders. I don't know if you can tell from the picture, but on the other side where the chain is, there's a very dark blue. I believe that's like a Liberty blue. That part is what we're going to be laying last. There's the X border, which is this color right here, and we're going to be doing that border first, and then the Liberty blue dark border that she has there will be the last border that we do. So right now we're going to work on this border. Okay, so I went ahead and picked that I'm going to be using the, let me get to the beginning of my pictures real quick. I'm going to be using the Persian black because it's my favorite color. And what you're going to do is just bring it over to the left. Well, I'm going to try to keep these straight just so it's not as much twisting at the end, although it doesn't really matter. I probably won't focus too much on it because I know how to untwist them. It's just I've cut my nails and they're so thin and brittle and hard to grasp the bands now I'm having, especially the 300 count or the 600 count pans. I have a hard time grasping them. But anyhow, you start in the center and you go over 3 and then across 1. Okay, do the same thing over here. Well, kind of want to right. Okay, and then you're just going to follow it. Well, actually, no, you're not going to just follow it up. Look, I was going to tell you wrong at the beginning. What we're going to do is we're going to do the X border. So as we come out all the way to the border, we're going to make go make X's the entire way down. So that way, let me see, left to right. Okay, and this one we're going to go from right to left. okay? And that's how we're going to do those. So all the way up the loom, we're just going to make the X's. So from this side, you're always going to go from left to right. Left to right. Okay. Sorry, I was just dazed and confused. Okay, and on this side, you're always going to go from the right to the left. Is how you're going to start it. Okay. Yep. So that's what we're going to do, the X border the entire way up. Okay, and then I'll show you. I think we're going the whole way. I think we're going the whole way all the way up to the top. I guess it would be depending on your wrist size, because I don't think this is a super tight design, so maybe we shouldn't go all the way to the end. But I'll show you. Just go up to, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 pegs from the top, and then we'll figure it out from there. So now that I've got that part done, let me just show you. I went ahead and stopped because I don't think this is a super tight design. I hate to make it too big. And if I made it a little bit short, then at least, and I needed a lock, I could throw a lock on there just to put it on it. But I'd rather have it too small than too big. Okay, so we stopped right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th pin bar is the top, is where we stopped. So after we get this last X, we need to put a band going across. Okay, we're going to do it the same on this side. Okay, and at this point, we're going to connect it all the way to the center. Okay, do the same on this side. And then, well, okay, so that's how we're going to end it, right, just like that, okay? And that should be good enough, I think. I hope. If not, like I said, we can throw a lock on it. Okay, and at this point, we need a single chain that's going to go down the center. Okay, I believe the center chain. That's going to go down the center. And I guess, let me check my notes to make sure. I know I really should make this ahead of time, but okay, so, and it's very strange, and I probably should just show you it. Well, I've got a picture that she had sent me of like a of one that she did just like a half loom length. It's just a little snippet so that I could see with the instructions. And in the center, which you can't see it in here, and I'm wondering if she used the same color. She may have used the same color, and I think that's what she did. Down the center, whatever color she used down the center, there'll be a single chain up underneath all this. Now in the other picture that I have, she used yellow, and as I'm looking at it now, the single chain going up that's underneath the yellow, she did in black, and it just barely pops through. So what I'm going to do is the same as this here. I'm going to use the same color as she's got on her center here, although all we're doing is the single chain at this moment. So if that makes sense, what I'm choosing, let's see, let me see, gold, I believe we are using the, I just got these in the mail, and they are so awesome. Well, the color's awesome. I hate that they're 600 count. I really, really wish they were 300 count, because I'd like them to be a little thicker. But this is the peridot, and it's so pretty with these with the gold on the outside. It's a deeper green, and so I'm going to use that as my center. Or actually, you know what? Maybe I will use. Nope, I'll just use this. I was thinking I didn't want to have to untwist the bands going up, because it just makes it hard for me with these thin bands. I really have a hard time grasping them with my fingers. We'll go ahead and do it. We need a single chain going up the center. Very simple. So I will go off camera, let you finish this part, because I know that you can do this part. And then I'll show you what's next. When I have that middle chain done, we're going to work on the part that I said, that same part where I showed you this part. Okay, that's the part where the single chain is up underneath that, and we did it in the same green. I'm going to continue on with the same green to finish that center part. Okay, so you take the green and you're going to go, let me get you on camera now, because I probably, let me fix this to where my tripod's not showing. Okay, hopefully you can see what I'm doing now. Okay, so you went from the second peg in the center pin bar out to the left, connect it and go down to the right, and then you're going to connect that going to the left and then to the right. Push your bands down as you go. That way when you add more stuff, bands to it, that you won't have to take time to push them down. They'll already be done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, after we get that part done, we're going to go to this third pin bar and take it down towards the left, take it down towards the right, and then we're going to go up and up. Okay? So it's going to look like that. Okay? So show you a few more times. Go up to the next one, and you're going to come out towards the left, towards the right, and then towards the left, and towards the right. Next pin bar. Okay, so going to do that the entire way up to the end of the loom. So I got that part done all the way up, and now I'm going to show you what we're going to work on next. And it's going to be some single chains going all the way up. And right here where she has this single chain on both sides, that's what we're going to work on. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with my cylindric jet black. That's what I'm going to use as my single chain going up. So at this point, we're just going to go from here, just straight up, okay? On both sides, all the way down to the end. So, simple enough. You can do that part on your own. Okay, so the next step, and I'll show you on here again, is where we're going to be working where she has this gold that butts up against this Caribbean green, okay? So that point I'm going to use gold as well. That is what I'm going to be doing. The glitter gold. Okay. All right, yeah. So glitter gold, here we come. Okay, so we're going to start right here, and we're going to go up one, and we're going to go down to the left one. Okay, and we'll do the same over here, up one, and down one. I'm going to go ahead and press all my bands down. And that's how we're going to do the entire way up. So up one, to the left one, up one, down towards the left one. Okay, that's what we're going to do the entire way. So over here, let me push my bands down. Okay, we're going to go up one, down to the right one, up one, down to the right one. Okay, so that exact step we'll go to the end with. I've got that part done. Now I'm going to show you. This is so hard to do sometimes. Hopefully I've got it all on camera. Or there was our X border, and to the right of the rhinestone there that she has, there's another color before you hit the single chain, and that color where the rhinestones are is the one we're going to be working on next. So hopefully we've got that. Okay, so let me see where we're at. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pick, let's see, my last color I'm going to pick Black Sweets, okay, my other favorite. Actually, every color I have in here is my favorite. So hopefully this comes out as I'm envisioning it. Okay, so we're just going to do, let's see, zigzags on both sides all the way to the end, okay? So we're going to start from here, this second pin bar, first peg, and go to the right, go to the left, to the right, and to the left. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing the whole way. So on this side, we will be going inward. Okay, let me grab some more bands that are untwisted. Okay, and then we're going to go out, in, out, in, out. Okay, so just like that. Let's finish that to the end. Okay, so now all we have left is the border that she had up underneath that chain. And I'm going to bead it. And I've taken a bead and I've put it on LE cylindric black. And I'm just going to do every other one with a bead, except for until I get to here. So you want to start in the center. And you want to do it just like I want to keep these in the right order, just like you did with your other, with other normal borders. You're just going to bring it all the way to the left till it hits the border. And then once you do that, you're just going to go straight up. Okay? Simple, simple. Okay, do the same thing over here. Go to the right. Except for I wanted to bead it, so I'm going to take those off. I'll show you. I'll show you on this side. I'll take these off because I want to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, but you just take it onto the border, and I'll go up one with the plain band. If you don't bead it, you're just going to go straight up and come to the point at the top. But if you're going to bead it, then I start with a plain band and then I'll do a beaded band. I don't want it to be too big of a bead. I was going to chain it, but I'm wanting to see what this looks like with just some beads. Okay, and then a plain band and a beaded band. You're going to do that the entire way up. Now when you get to the top, when you come in to there, I just do plain bands, okay? And so this side is a plain band. I'm going to do the beaded band, plain band, and beaded band. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, finish that part up, and then we can put our cap bands on and get to work. Okay, so I finished the border. Now I'm going to take the same color green as I had in the center, and I'm going to make a cap band, a triple cap band. Actually, I'm going to turn my loom around. That would be the smart thing to do. This is where I'm going to need the cap band. So I'm going to do a triple cap band down in the center, and then all we're going to do is go in through the cap band and bring our border back to itself. Okay, all the way up the loom. So I'll just show you till I get over here and go up twice. Well, if I can grab it, over, and I'm going to go in, bring it up, go in, bring it up. You're just going to follow that border over. Do the same thing on this side. Come on. And just go up. Okay, and go up to the end till it comes to the point, and then I will meet you back for the very next step. So we're going to work on these gold bands that I've placed. Excuse me. So we're going to go into this pin bar, and we're going to grab it and bring it up, go into this one, and bring it back to itself. Okay? So that's all we're going to be doing, is just bringing it back to himself, all from the center peg. So you're going to go in, bring it up, go back in, bring it over. Up, over, up, over. Okay, same with on this one. You're going to go in this peg and bring it up, out, up, out, up, and I'll do one more to make it even on both sides. Not that it matters, because you're going to go all the way up the loom. So go ahead and take that all the way up the loom. Okay, now we're going to be working this whole center part here. Okay, so what we're going to do in this part is we're going to go in through this cat band, and I'm going to grab the band that goes forward and bring it forward. Okay, then we're going to go over into this peg, and we're going to grab that top band and then bring it to the center. Go into this one, bring it to the center. Okay, and at that point we are going to go into this pin where it all meets, and we're going to get that top band and we're going to bring it out to the left, go back in and grab that next band and bring it to the right. Okay, and then we go in and bring the center up. So then what we do is we go over here, get that band and bring it to the center, go into here, bring it to the center, and then we're going to go in where it all meets, grab that top one and bring it out, grab the top one, bring it out, go back in. Oops, I must have grabbed the wrong band. I hate when I do that. Okay, let me see if I can get the right band. Here's the top band. Okay, and then grab the center and bring it up. Okay, so now what we do now, okay, yeah, I did get the right one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go in through this peg and bring it to the center. So go in, bring it to the center, go in from this side, bring it to the center, and then we're going to go in through, grab the right band, go in, grab the one that goes to the left. The next top one will be the one that goes to the right, and then you go back in the same peg and bring it forward. Okay? So, in through this one, bring it to the center on both sides. Okay, then we're going to go in through the center peg, grab that top band, bring it back to itself to the left, top band to the right, and then go back in again and go forward. So that's the sequence. Okay, one more time and then I'm going to let you loose. You're going to go in over here and grab that band and bring it to the center, go into this peg, grab the band, bring it to the center, go in through the center peg, get that top band, oops, wrong band, I know, Let me put it all back so I can grab the correct band. Okay, so I'm going to grab, well, there. Bring it to the left, go in and get the top band, bring it to the right, and then go back in one more time and grab the one that goes forward. So that's the sequence. So if you can finish that to the end of the loom, that would be awesome. So this next part is pretty simple. We're going to work on these zigzag bands, okay? So we're going to go in through this peg, and I'm going to grab that zigzag, and we're just going to bring it back to itself over to here, and then go back in and bring it out, go back in, bring it over, out, over, out. Okay, very simple. I'll show you on this side. I'll zoom in just a little bit to show you, because these are black bands and I have a black table, so that's just wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to do is go in through this peg, and we're going to grab that top band, bring it back to itself, go back into this peg, bring it back to itself to the right, go through here to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do the entire way up the loom. So go ahead and finish that part up for me. So now we've got to deal with these single chains that are right here. So you're going to go in through here and grab the one that goes forward and just bring it straight up the entire way on both sides. Okay, so there, and you go into this peg and bring it up to the end. So you guys, I have confidence you can get that part done, because that's super simple. So I'll meet you right back here. So now all we have left is the border, which is the that first border that we laid, which was the zigzag bands. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in through this cap band, bring it to the left, all the way over, just follow it. You got to bring this one all the way to the edge, okay? And you're going to, then from this point, you're going to go in and you're going to grab the top band that's sitting here, which I know you can see, but I'm going to just zoom in just a tad. This is the top band, so you're going to go in through this left peg, and you're always going to grab the top band and bring it back to itself, and that's all you're going to do the entire way up. Sorry for moving this thing around. It won't fit between the tripod legs, so, but that's all you're going to do. So on this side, you're going to do the same thing. You want to get that top band, which is on the right. So what we're going to do is you're going to go through the cap band and bring all these to the right. Just follow it over. Oops, grab the right band. Okay, and now you're going to grab the top band, which will be on this right hand side, and do your X's. Very simple, very simple. So you're going to go all the way to the end of the loom with it. Go to the second to the last peg and go ahead and stop right here, and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so after you do the last X here, you're just going to follow it around. I guess I didn't have to have you. I just wanted to make sure that you, well, on the pictures she sent, she brought this band to there and then tied it off, and on the end result it does end right here. So I had you stop here, but you just bring the border up to your last X and then bring it over, and then, oops, keep bringing it over. Oops. If I can get the right band, I'll be happy. Well, hold up. Okay, you bring it over until you get to the center. Okay, you're going to do the same thing over here. Grab over here and bring it all the way up and around, so that way it won't fall apart. Okay, so we have finally come to the end. I've got to get my C-clip handy. Totally not prepared like always. Right on time with it too. Okay, and I'm going to grab me a band, and I believe, trying to decide what I want to get. I'm going to go ahead and use my cylindric black. And I'm going to go through all of these bands, put it on my hook, pull it towards me a little bit to bring it up and over and onto my hook. And then now I'm just going to put my C-clip. And I'm going to let them hang out together. They're best buds. I'm going to grab my other hook. Well, first of all, I'm going to look on the side and make sure everything's been loomed up. See? I don't see anything. I see it all together. It should not fall apart. Now we just got to see what this lovely creation brings. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it off by loosening the tension on either side just to kind of bring it in. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the next set. Just bring it up and over. Okay. And then I'll probably just go each single one. I mean, you could continue on loosening the tension until you get towards the center, but I think I'm just going to start popping it off of each peg until I get it off. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, try to take this off the loom, and see what I come up with. So I'm hoping it's as nice as I'm envisioning it. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back here with my finished bracelet. Got mine off the loom. I could have standed to go the entire way. I only was 2 from the top, so it's not like, you know, it's a big deal. But I'm going to go through and stretch out. Doesn't that look cool when you do that? Okay. But then when you go this way and you stretch it, then it all kind of goes back together. And it looks really cool. So I love how puffed up that is. That is really, really neat. I don't have a lot of bands to fix as far as these gold ones. They tend to pop right back into place. Some of them, like that one, is a little messed up, so I'll grab it and twist it in my fingers. I'll grab this side, twist it, roll it on both sides to get it to lay properly. And there you go. So I'm going to go through and fix my bands. I don't have a huge amount to fix. And these sweets, they're so cool. They just give it that extra sparkle. Look at that. So what I'll do is I'll go fix my bands. Luckily with this gold, they don't really get that twisted. So I'll go through anything that looks a little twisted, like say that piece that's twisted. Look at that. I'm real picky. I'm going to grab it and twist it a couple times to get it to lay right. Just like this. There you go. Lays right. I'm going to do that all the way down. Fix my sweets because I used LE. And obviously you don't have to fix the LE. But I have a ton here on the side that I need to fix. So I know that you know how to untwist the bands, but I'm going to show you again. So I want the gold to be showing, okay? Although that is kind of cool how it looks, but I want the gold to be showing. So like that band right there, I'm just going to grab it and roll it between my fingers and snap it. I have to do it a couple times to get it to set just right. I'm going to grab it from this side and twist as well. That way it completely lays right, okay? And I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to go through and grab this band here and twist it, roll it between my fingers and twist it to where it starts to lay right. Just like that. I'm also going to fix the bands that go underneath so the gold shows from underneath as well. And there's one that needs to be changed. Although I may have to mess around. It's hard for me to pick these bands up because my nails are so short. I don't have a lot of strength in my fingers here lately. But it's going to look like that. But I'm going to do that all the way down. And then I'm going to fix. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm going to be fixing. Then I'll go off camera, fix the bands, come back on and show you what I have. So these things on the side, you can leave them like that if you wanted. I mean, it just gives it a different look. But I tend to like to bring mine towards the center. So I'm going to go in, grab, and try not to use your fingernails because they're like razor blades. It will snap it. I've done it too many times. And you can't fix it too well when it's done. So right here, grab the charm, grab between my fingers and pull it a little bit to bring it to where it's going to lay more flat like that versus like that. So grab it, pull it just a smidge, get it to lay flat like that. So that's the look I'm going for on this side. So I'm going to go off camera. Oh, well, let me show you the back first. This is the back, and I don't know, is this the side that she's considering the signature side? I'm going for this one because of this raised look in the center. That is really cool. Just looks really neat. Looks 3D, like it's going, wow, I'm coming to get you. Okay, now that was a little ridiculous, but oh well. But it's really cool. So anyhow, let me fix my bands. I'll come back, show you what I have and how it looks. And if you wanted to do a full loom length, you can, because this is going to be a little too small. See, it isn't going to be that much smaller, but that makes it really cool because I'm going to put a button lock right here, which I absolutely love the button lock. So that's what I'm going to do, and it's just going to spruce it up a bit. Then I'm also going to put some rhinestones, a rhinestone chain down where this gold is. That's my plan. I hope it'll work. So anyhow, I'll be back after I straighten my bands. Ugh, cat hair or something. Cannot stand hair in my bands. So okay, I'll be right back. So I cleaned up my bands, and look how awesome this is. Get your Persians, your black sweets, your LE, your glitter gold, and these fantabulous color peridot. Just only wish they were 300 count, but there wasn't much twisting. I was really surprised because, like with the octopus bands and the and the other ones I just used, what were they? The spiral galaxy ones. Those twisted a lot, and these didn't. And I don't know if it has something to do with it being raised here in the center or not, but this is pretty awesome. So this is a design by Craft Easy with Rainbow Loom Enthusiast, and it's called Pico de Loro. And if you'd like to give her a follow, that would be great. Also follow me on Instagram as Artisan Loom, and subscribe to my channel. And I also made a Facebook page called Artisan Loom Bead Queen if you'd like to give that a like. And yeah, so I hope you guys make it. If you do, I would go full loom length. I'm going to put a nice little lock on it to make it look, I'm going to spruce it up a little bit before I post it. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy it. Take care now. Until next time. Bye.